Ladies and gentlemen, we may be back, man. The Washington Wizards have won their first game of the regular season. We are officially 1-1. The Wizards defeat the Memphis Grizzlies 113-106. It got a little scary there at the end, just a little, not too much. But we got the job done. We got the job done. I know we're very excited. We're very happy about what happened. I'm very excited to see a win on the board, to see a better defensive effort on the board. Just to go through everything. The Wizards definitely, this was a game where they had the advantage. The Memphis Grizzlies just came off a game where they played the Denver Nuggets in a tough contest last night in Memphis and had to fly to DC to play this game. So the Wizards had the rest advantage, and I was hoping that they could take advantage of that. You know, the Grizzlies aren't a high-scoring team right now, especially with no Ja. They're not that fast pace of a team without Ja at the moment. So the Wizards took advantage and they got the dub. You know, love to see it. To go through the players, the two guys I want to talk about the most definitely is Deni Avdija and Corey Kispert. I think those two guys right there were the biggest difference makers in the game today. Deni Avdija, let's start with him. He only put up 10 points, had 6 rebounds and 2 assists and a steal, but he was effective. He was tasked with guarding Desmond Bane, who ended up scoring 26 points, 10 for 20 from the field, 4 for 10 from the three-point line. But for the most part, I think Deni Avdija did a really good job on Desmond Bane. He got some steals. Obviously, that fast break in the third quarter, I believe, where Kuz got the deflection and it went to Deni, and then Deni bounced it to Jordan Poole, and Jordan Poole threw the alley-oop to Kyle Kuzma. Deni Avdija was aggressive offensively, getting to the basket, shooting the 3-ball. He was 2 for 3 from the 3. He just looked like a confident guy who just got paid. Deni Avdija looked like a confident player who got paid recently. Offensively, he was playing very well and aggressive. Defensively, he was playing well and aggressive. Not overly aggressive to rack up fouls, but at one point he was plus 20 on the net rating in the game. So Deni Avdija, I think he was X factor number 1 in this game, in this victory. X factor number 2 has to go to Corey Kispert. Corey Kispert was tremendous today. He had 22 points. That second quarter specifically, he was tearing the Grizzlies a new one. The second half didn't make much noise, but in that second quarter, he was tearing the Grizzlies a new one, man. He was 8 for 14 from the field, 5 for 10 from the three-point line, had a lot of open shots, got to the basket as well. He did his thing offensively, and that really helped widen the gap a little bit and helped the Wizards pull away from the Memphis Grizzlies in that second into third quarter. Mainly in that second quarter, to be precise. So Deni Avdija, Corey Kispert definitely gained balls for tonight. They were both terrific. So shouts out to them. Tyus Jones, I don't know if you would call it a revenge game. I'm sure he has good, memories of Memphis, but playing against his former team, he had a really good game. He had 14.7 assists, 50% from the three-point line, 4 for 8, 5 for 12 from the field. He did a really good job facilitating, getting shots up as well, getting his own shots up. Really nice game from him. Daniel Gafford with the double-double. That's a beautiful thing. Anytime you can see a double-double from Daniel Gafford, staying out of foul trouble, getting on the boards. Kyle Kuzma in that fourth quarter made some tough baskets, turned it up late, 21 points, 13 rebounds. He also had a double-double. 1 for 10 from the three-point line, so a cold night from the three-point line for him. 9 for 23 from the field. Not the most efficient night from, Kyle or Jordan Poole, but thankfully a lot of other guys picked it up offensively for them. Jordan Poole had 27 points. 4 for 12 from the three-point line, 8 for 23 from the field, 7 for 9 from the free throw line. Mike Muscala came in for a little bit because Daniel Gafford hurt his ankle in the the second quarter, I believe. And he had to come in the second quarter. But Daniel Gafford was able to come back. Bilal had a nice block throughout the game. And DeLon Wright had 7 assists. So he was out there facilitating and 2 steals and a block doing his thing defensively. All in all, the Wizards played well as a whole. They played well as a whole. It couldn't have got no worse defensively after the Pacers game. It would have been hard to have a display defensively as bad as they had against the Indiana. It was only up from there. It was only up. So they held the Grizzlies to 40% from the 3-point line. They got a little hot from the 3 in the third quarter. But the Wizards were able to slow them down enough in the fourth. They shot 42% from the field. So, all in all, it was a good defensive night for the Washington Wizards. They held the Grizzlies to 106 points. That was good to see. And that's all I'm asking for is effort defensively. Effort. This effort. And this is a game they needed to win because they got the Boston Celtics coming up next. And you would have been staring 0-3 right in the face. So, it was a good win tonight to pick up tonight. I'm happy. I'm happy that, they got it out the way for the home fans on the home opener. Good performances, man, from a couple guys. Got a couple of double-doubles. Deni and Kispert, I think, were the main 2 X factors. Deni, especially with being taxed with Desmond Bane, their top scorer, with Ja out. So, all in all, thumbs up performance from the Wizards. They forced 16 turnovers tonight. Tied on the rebound battle. Didn't give up. They didn't give up many offensive rebounds, which is always lovely to see as well. So, a real strong effort defensively from the team tonight after that performance against the Indiana Pacers to grab their first win of the season. So, good. I think all in all, in totality, man, good showing for the home squad. Good showing tonight. What's going on, guys? Let me look at some of your comments. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Omer, what's going on? You said Kuz and should go for assets. They are slowing the progress. Jeremy said, I'm glad Glafford is all right. Facts. Cohen, you said Deni. Marks, you said got that dub. Yes, sir. Findings, you said ISO Bill May, wait for ISO Pool. The game has nothing to do with rebuild. It's just ISO. JB said, who said Tice needs to come off the bench? Mark, she said Pool looked good tonight. Findings, there's such a thing as timeout, and there's such a thing as not to take out the high hand, which was Deni, and he took him out. That's a point that I brought up on Twitter. Deni ended up finishing the game with 27 minutes, but it was a point where Deni was like plus 20, and he had like the least playing time out of all the starters by far. He was at like 17 minutes at some point late, early in the fourth quarter. He was at 17 minutes and he was a plus 20. Kevin, thank you for the $1.99. I appreciate you. The Eagles are in fact not going down. Good luck. I hope you guys get some assets for Chase Young and Montez Sweat. Maybe you fire Ron, but you ain't beating us. But thank you for the $1.99.
I ain't Kevin. Never ever see you act like this before.
But yeah, I wonder. I want them to ask reporters to ask Wes about that, because it seems like, I don't know if it's a getting him into shape kind of thing, but there's times where I'm like, this is a good game for Deni. He's playing really well defensively and offensively. Why is he not playing right now? Why has he got 17 minutes? I don't know if because he missed some games in the preseason, they're trying to work him back, and he's like on like a soft like minutes thing. I don't know. To get back in shape, I have no idea findings, but that's a good question. He said West needs to be replaced. We were up 25. You said Jordan Poole needs to stop the playground bonehead plays. I swear them type of plays is going to drive me up. Jordan Poole is the type of player, I'm going to let you guys know now, Jordan Poole is the type of player where you're going to get that. You're going to get the plays that hype you up and make you go wow, but you're also going to get the plays where you're upset and irritated. That's just the type of players. It's like with Russell Westbrook. With Russell Westbrook, you go and get the wild plays, but you also go and get the bonehead plays that make you roll your eyes. It's just his type of play style. He's that type of player right now. where you got to take the good with the bad. And the bad is he may have 5 turnovers, and some inefficiencies and some bad shot attempts. But you got to take the good with the bad with that kind of player, Riverdale, you said that was a good win for sure, especially, like I said, with the Boston Celtics coming up. You don't want to be 0-3. You got the Celtics coming up. You would assume that the Celtics are going to take that game. They're 2-0 right now, I believe. Kristaps Porzingis is going to be playing the Wizards for the first time since he got traded. Mac Dog, you said, man, D. West is still a terrible coach. His rotations are still suspect. That will always be a thing with West. That will always be a thing. Onion, you said, our rookie is not ready. Again, we have heard this before. Cam Whitmore should have been our pick. Bilal's a work in progress. We all knew that. He's one of the youngest players in the NBA. He's a work in progress. Defensively, he's effective. Offensively, I think, like Kevin said, his offense needs a lot of work. And I think everybody knew that. Everybody knew Bilal was going to be raw offensively. And that was going to be a work in progress. But right now, defense is Bilal's calling card. That's his calling card. It's like Johnny. Johnny's offense was rough. But it looked like he's gotten a little better. We'll see how the rotation works when he gets healthy and who he replaces or maybe not replaces. Who knows? Percy said, yeah, at Kevin's half the Eagles want to put that left hand down for us. Facts. It'll be, I think, man, this was a really good win for the fan base. I think the fans needed this for sure. I definitely would say the fans needed this. Before I continue, thank you guys for being in here, obviously. If you haven't liked the video, please make sure to like the stream. If you aren't subscribed and you care about the Wizards, go ahead and make sure you subscribe. If you want to donate, you can, like Kevin did. If you want to become a member, like Kevin is, you can do that as well. But in totality, to talk about, let me pull this up. To talk about more of this game, I'm just really happy to see that the team responded. I'm sure they seen not only just what the fans were saying, but anytime you give up 140 plus points in 4 quarters of game, that's embarrassing. That means you weren't really trying defensively. So obviously, in a game against a game like the Memphis Grizzlies, there's no excuse to be giving up 110, 120 points. The Grizzlies have scored 104 points. They scored 104 against the Pelicans in the loss, 104 against the Nuggets in the loss. There was no excuse for the Memphis Grizzlies to come into DC off a back-to-back in Memphis and drop 115 points, 120 points. First of all, that's not even the kind of offense they have this season. Their offense is slower pace and lower scoring. So, the Wizards did a good job at keeping them around their season average. They scored 104 their first 2 games and 106 tonight. So, that's pretty much where they kept them at on average. They kept them around where they've been scoring on average this season. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. There was no excuse for the Memphis Grizzlies to just all of a sudden get hot, put up 120 points. That's not what they've been doing the first 2 games of this season. So, the Wizards did a good job at keeping them low scoring, keeping them slow pace, holding them to 40% from the 3, and holding them to 43% from the field. Kevin said the season is all about development. For me, not wins and losses. Yeah, this is a season of development. If the Wizards were looking to compete, I don't think Bilal Coulibaly would have been the pick. They would have wanted somebody who's a little bit more readily available right now. But I think because everybody knows, and the Wizards say it themselves, that this is a slow grind, a slow developing thing that'll, happen in time. I think that's why they went with a guy like Bilal, who's a little raw offensively, but has the intangibles and the potential to grow into something. We're not going to see much offensively from Bilal in year 1. Let's see how he looks offensively in year 2. Then we'll need to start looking at his growth offensively. But right now, the blocks like he had on Derrick Rose earlier on in the game, the things like that, being a good defender, That's what we are looking for him right now. That's his calling card. That's what keeps him on the floor at the moment. Nobody's looking for Bilal to drop 20 points. That's not his game. Everybody knew that. Scouts said that. He's a work in progress. I mean, it's as simple as that. Especially for a losing team. A team that's going to be top 5 or top 10 in the lottery again. But all in all, guys, this was a really good game. I wanna kind of look forward towards this Boston Celtics game a little bit. If I can look at what the Celtics have been doing, obviously they're 2-0. They've had 2 really close games against the Knicks and the Heat, winning 108, 104, and 119 and 111. Obviously, challenge number 1: stopping Jason Tatum. We've been crushed by Jason Tatum. I think last season he put up like 50 on us or something. I hope long gone are the days of guarding Jason Tatum or Bradley Beal or Russell Westbrook. Long gone are the days of guarding Jason Tatum with these guys. Deni Avdija is going to be tasked with guarding Jason Tatum and as well as Bilal Coulibaly. He'll probably get some time. If Jason's in there while Bilal's in there, he may get a shot at him as well. But, you know, that's not going to be enough to stop Jason. So it's going to be a tough matchup for Deni. Obviously, you have Jaylen Brown. They got matchups all over the court. They got Drew Holiday at point guard, which is tough. And we know how he is a two-way player. Who do they start at the 2? Let me see who the Celtics start at the 2. Derek White. Excuse me, guys. You have Derek White at the 2th position. You know what he can do offensively. He's a guy. He put up 28 points last game. He's a guy who can also drop 30 on us. So it's tough matchups all around. You got Drew Holiday at the 1, who can score, who can rebound, who can facilitate, who can defend. You got Derek White at the 2, who can score, who can facilitate, get rebounds. Jaylen Brown, who can score, rebound, defend. Jason Tatum at the 4, who can, you know what he can do. And Kristaps Porzingis at the 5. We've seen firsthand what he could do at the 5 last season with the Wizards. Stretch the floor, defend the paint, get rebounds. We've seen what a guy like Kristaps Porzingis can do. It's a very intimidating lineup. So the Wizards are they're gonna have a tall task going to Boston and trying to. I mean, I'm not gonna predict a win. I'm not gonna do that. I just want them to be competitive. I want them to be competitive in this game, make it a fight. That's all I'm asking for in this game. Make it a fight. Keep it competitive. Keep it respectable. Let's not get blown out here. But it'll be tough. The Celtics are going to be either number 1 seed or number 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. So it's going to be tough. Going up against the Boston Celtics next game. If I were to talk about the keys for that game, don't turn the ball. You cannot have turnovers. Because if you're turning the ball over and you're letting the Celtics get out, they're going to crush you. They're going to crush us, and it's going to start early, and it's going to end ugly. The Wizards cannot turn the ball over. Like we seen tonight, the Wizards at the end of that 4th quarter, towards the end of that 4th quarter, the turnovers, the offense bogged down. Turnovers got ugly. It was a point where they turned the ball over 2 straight times. You cannot do that against the Boston Celtics, or the game will get out of hand and get out of hand fast and quick. So you cannot turn the ball over. You have to be able to rebound the ball. Kristaps Porzingis isn't an elite rebounder by any means, but they rebound as a team. Drew gets rebounds. Derek White gets rebounds. Jaylen gets rebounds. Jason Tatum also gets rebounds. So they all crash the board as a collective. So the Wizards need to do the same thing. The Wizards don't have an elite rebounder. They have to continue to rebound as a team. That means Kuzma, Deni, Daniel Gafford, Jordan Poole, Tyus, everybody getting in there as a collective to grab rebounds, because you cannot give up second chance opportunities to a team as lethal as the Boston Celtics. So they can't turn the ball over. They have to be able to team rebound. And then thirdly, I would say defend the 3-point line. Defend the 3-point line. We seen it in the 3rd quarter tonight. It got kind of ugly. The Grizzlies had a lot of open threes, and if you do that in Boston against them, it's going to get out of hand. We seen what happened against the Pacers and Buddy Hield, etc. Jason Tatum can get hot. Derek White can get hot. Jaylen Brown can get hot. Kristaps can get hot. They just have a really good lineup. I keep saying all the names on their solid lineup. They just have a really solid lineup, and I haven't even brought up their bench. You know, they only go about 4 guys off their bench. Peyton Pritchard, Al Horford, who's been a Wizards killer in the past. Brissett, Hauser. So they have they go about 8-9 deep. 8-9 deep really on their rotation right now. So you always got to look out for the bench and not let anybody off the bench kill us. So he said we go to get dog walk. It's very possible that the Celtics dog walk. Cause don't mistake this as me saying I think the Wizards are going to compete. I think this game, the Wizards may start off playing decent, and then the game eventually just gets out of hand. Or, I mean, maybe we compete the whole game. I would be shocked if we won that game in Boston. I'd be surprised. I really would. Shugs, what's going on? But yeah, those are my keys to this Celtics game. Rebound the ball, team rebounding. Limit turnovers, for the love of goodness. Love it, limit turnovers. And defend the three-point line to the as best of your abilities, Wizards. Or else this game will get out of hand very early on a Monday, and I will tune in to Monday Night Football instead. I will. But yeah, man, I don't blame you for feeling the way you do, man. I know it's been a while, you know, that the Wizards have done things good. You know, it's been a while, man. You know, it's battered fan syndrome. Once again, thank you guys for being in here. If you haven't liked the video, please make sure you give it a like. I really appreciate it. If you're a Wizards fan or interested in the Wizards or just like seeing different fans on YouTube, and you aren't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe for your boy. If you want to donate, you can support in that way. If you want to become a member, you can support in that way as well. Sorry for coughing so much. I'm still getting over this sickness. I'm almost 100%, but I still have a little cough, which is very annoying. But yeah, I think that's pretty much, and protect the paint, Kevin. Yes, 100% protect the paint as well. That's another fourth key, protecting the paint, making it hard, making it tough, showing some resistance, showing some presence down there as a team. You know, it can't be the parting of the Red Sea down there at the basket in the paint. NBA said the Ravens are going to destroy the Cardinals. I wonder if Kyler Murray is going to get activated for that game. That's the one thing I'm interested in. Prince, go Birds. Kevin, sorry, brother. I don't remember the last time you lost in FedEx Field. I'm going to be honest with you. You know, good luck to y'all. Cowboys for life is crazy, Onion. We don't do that over here. Cut that out. We don't do that in this stream. Where Commanders is cool. You know, Philly. Any other team. We don't do that Cowboys, so that's kind of crazy. But thank you guys for tuning in, man. Against the Celtics game, I don't know if I'm going to be live. I will see. I may just record a video and upload that separately. But I like keeping these reviews down to like 25, 30 minutes. Because it'd be late. I'd be a little tired. You know what I'm saying? De-energized from the game. But W to the Washington Wizards. And you know, for the first time in the 2023 season, the Washington Wizards take a dub. So you know what that means. Right hand up. Who are we, the Washington Wizards? Yes, sir. 1-1. First dub of the season. I said right hand, by the way. Let's do that over. It's left hands. I'm sorry. I haven't done it in so long. I forgot. Let's do that again. For the first time in the 2023 season, the Washington Wizards win a game. So you know what that means. The left hand up. Who are we, the Washington Wizards? Yes, sir. You know, yes, sir. It was going on. You said we beat y'all with the wins. when he got sacked 8 times. Y'all did not win. Whoa. Y'all lost that game. And I'm going to have to go, because now I got to pull out the receipts, because that's when Devontae Smith went crazy on y'all. I vividly remember that game. Y'all, that was last season. We beat y'all in that game. That's the season y'all beat us in, whatchamacallit. You know what, Ed? I got you. Hold on. Don't even worry about it. Let's look this up. Let's look this up. Because now y'all got me thinking I'm crazy. Right. Sorry, my dog's barking. I'm pretty sure that's the game right here. I'm pretty sure this is the game. Let's see. Yeah, we won 24-8. Chase Young rookie season. Oh. Nah, I thought that was in Philly. That game wasn't in Philly? That was in Washington? I could have swore that was in Philly. You sure that game was in Washington? I know exactly what game you're talking about. Y'all were the Washington football team at the time, I believe. I don't remember what year that was. Was that 2019? 2018? What year was that? What year was that? No, this isn't the game. First of all, no, because we won that game. We won both those games. What year was that? I truly can't remember. Was it this? Okay, we lost this game. It was at Washington. I could have swore this game was in Philly. Y'all had Dwayne Haskins. I could have swore this game was in Philly. Who went crazy? Wasn't it Ryan Kerrigan? I remember Ryan Kerrigan had could have swore he was the one I could have swore he had 50 sacks alone in that game. Maybe that's another game. I feel like I vividly remember Ryan Kerrigan having 20 sacks against us in one game. I'm not sure. But yeah, that was in 2020. Yeah, that was a 2020 season. So 2020 was the last time we lost in Washington. It was a long time ago. Guys. But don't worry about it. We gonna do y'all dirty. But that's okay. Because I still love y'all. I still love all my Commanders fans at the end of the day. It's all love because y'all still my DC family. Tush push is not an illegal play. It's a very legal play. It's not illegal. It's legal. Only team that can run it as good as we run it. That's how I'm gonna end it. So I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. I'll see if I go live for the Celtics game or not. I'll probably say something in the community tab. But I will see you guys later. Thank you guys for tuning in. Love you guys. Peace.